wonderful examples of that is in the wonderful movie Amadeus about Mozart, when Salieri, the court composer, was pushing Mozart to complete the symphony, and he was knocking on his door every night, and he asked Mozart, but where is the symphony? And Mozart said, it's completed. So Salieri said, but I want to see it. He said, no, it's in the noodle. And I think that's the way how many artists work. There's lots of ideas, and I think sitting in the noodle in lockdown here, and then one day they come out and suddenly they do it and they present it to town. And I think this project, Artists for Hermanus, is one of those wonderful projects where you can see artists when they've been commissioned by Yaku to do this work. They spend a lot of time working this and rearrange it in their noodle. And then yesterday suddenly they arrived here and they did these artworks, and this morning again. But why is it so important that we have public art? You could say, well, you know, we could spend this money on lots of other things, and there's lots of needs in the world, which is true. But public art is just as important, because cities gain value through public art, cultural, socially and economical value. It reflects and it reveals our society, adds meaning to our cities, in a uniqueness to our communities. Having a particular community identity, especially in terms of what our towns look like, is becoming even more important in a world where every place tends to look like every place else. If you look like new developments, that's people just look like the other, like the other, like the other. Places with strong public art expressions break the trend of blandness and sameness and give communities a stronger sense of place and identity. There's been many research done and lots of data shows that indicates that cities with an activity and a dynamic cultural scene are more attractive to individuals and to businesses and to entrepreneurs and people that want to come and stay in those places. And I think that's what's happening in Hermanus, and that's a contribution that the city and that Mary and that Jaco and that everybody else plays a role, makes Hermanus so unique with this festival and projects like these. But for the artists, which is important, it also enables people to experience art in the course of their daily lives without having to go to museums and to galleries, but just to find it on their stroll down the beach. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you, Jaco, Mary, and Bob.
Good morning from sunny Hermanus. We are here at the Hermanus Old Harbour, where local Hermanus and Onrus artists are adding some colour to our CBD area. And I'm here with Leon Miller from Art First. This is a Hermanus Fine Arts collaboration. And Leon, would you mind telling us a little bit more about your paint work?
It is difficult to find something to do on a bollard. But I decided in my gallery I've got a group, a range of tweets, little tweety birds. So they come in different colors, and I thought it's an easy way to put starting with a dark sky moving upwards to like a cloudy feeling, and then the very happy birdies sort of floating in the clouds. If you know the tweets from the gallery, they come in different groups. There is a rainbow tweet, which is multicolors, and there are the royal tweets, which is sort of gold and silver, and then you get the normal black and white tweets. But it's a very, very fun idea, and I think lots of interesting things are going to happen here along the road.
Love the creativity.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
I'm with Hermanus artist Jenny Jackson, and we've got a colourful bollard happening here. Jenny, if you can share what inspired this beautiful red.
A sort of necessity, really. I tried yellow, but with this wonderful intense sunshine, it didn't have the impact I wanted. And so I thought, right, we'll go for red. I'd been brooding what colour to do my trees, and in the end they choose their own colour.
I love it. Nature is their own color. Great quote. Thanks, Jenny.
Pleasure.
I'm with Alison. Alison, you're also inspired by nature. I get the fynbos a little bit here on the side. Can you tell us about your bollard and what you are doing here?
Yeah, I had to decide between doing the vineyards and the wine or fynbos. But I love flowers, so, and we live on the farm in the valley, so, you know, surrounded by trees and flowers and fynbos.
Nature inspires
me,
one.
of course.
Good luck, it's
And
looking
people-
good.
Yeah, well, it's a lot smaller in the circumference than I thought, because I'm meeting up with my poti around the other side.
But I think we're learning a lot about bollard art as we're going along, so everyone's learning here. Thank you so much
Thank
and
you.
good luck. I'm with Charmaine de Jong Gelderblom. Her surname, Gelderblom, has got a flower in the name, so it's only natural that she would paint a blom, a flower, and the arum lily, which features a lot in your work. Can you tell us a little bit about your bollard?
Yes. The arum lily is endemic to the Cape, the Western Cape specifically. And I just love them. I've been painting them for 25 years, and that's a trademark of mine. They're in my garden, they're in my house. When they bloom, they're starting to bloom very nicely now to me. So I thought that this will be the easiest. It's not a whale, but I mean, it's endemic to our region. Yes.
Perfect. What grows together goes together. So we like
That's
the local theme.
That's what I thought. Yes.
Excellent. Good luck.
We'll see what it comes
It's
out.
already looking great. Well done.
Thank you, Frida.
Terry Quibus has got a lot going on this bollard. It looks like a lovely color splash. Terry, what are you interpreting here?
So there's a lot of symbolism on my bollard. This is the floral kingdom. So in our area, obviously we are one of the most biodiverse areas of the world. And we have survived, in order for the fynbos to survive, it needs to go through disastrous happenings. So with fire, the fynbos is able to pollinate and regrow. So it's kind of symbolic of the COVID-19 pandemic in the world, that we will come through this and we will blossom.
Thanks for that reassurance, Terry. I think we all need that hope, and that's what all of this is about as well. It's adding color and positivity and showing us that there is activity, there is creativity, and we just need to hang on to it.
Thank you, Frida.
Good luck!
Thank you.
Madi is an artist from Zwelihle. Madi, can you explain what you are doing here?
So here I'm drawing a razor wire. I'm painting a razor wire. So behind it I will draw a flower, a beautiful flower behind it. Maybe you can get a rose, maybe you can get a sunflower, but a beautiful thing. So my message there is that beautiful things, most of the time they are hidden behind the flowers. Because you wouldn't expect to see a beautiful flower behind or wrapped in a razor wire with rust in it. But then, but also I'm trying to motivate people during this time. As you can see in the world, during this COVID-19, it's all flaw. You see, other people are hopeless. Other people are their dreams, they are feeling like are going away into the seas, into the skies, like everything is like it's failing. But then you must look deeper. Just look deeper into life, look deeper, look behind the flaws. Because once we beat this down, this COVID thing down, you will see that as a nation, as the world, if we stick together, if we unite, just like what we're doing here, as artists working here together, you see that with togetherness,
Something can happen.
something positive can come up. You see, we are more powerful with
My
unity.
dear, you're not just an artist, you're a visionary.
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations with this. I was a bit worried when I just saw the barbed wire,
Yes, ma'am.
but with that explanation, I look forward to seeing the end.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
Um,
Carl is an amateur guitar player, but definitely an artist, and here today partaking in the Bollard Project. He brought Lulu with, who is very much at home here. Carl, can you tell me what is happening on this bollard?
I'm trying to paint an aloe. Now you wouldn't be, if you looked at it you might not be so sure, but hopefully it's going to become an aloe, a nice flowering aloe, because the aloes have been in flower lately and they grow all along here, even along the cliff path you see these aloes dotted in the They're always very encouraging, the colour's lovely and it lifts your heart to see an aloe in winter. So I'm doing an aloe, and then hopefully if I succeed with the aloe, I'm going to do a sunbird as well, a little sunbird around that side of it. Because it lends itself well to the strange format that you have to paint on, making something work in a circular way. So I'm getting the thing going around the thing, which is a little bit confusing for me.
Obert Jongwe, Obert, you've been busy during lockdown. You've produced an art piece every single day. And even today you're going to put one out. You're busy here with the bollard. Tell me what are you doing here?
Okay, I'm just repeating one of my common figures, which I normally put in my paintings. The city slicker is the common figure in town, since this town is a tourist place now. So we normally see these people like in our daily lives. Like on my statement that I paint what I see. So this is what I always see when I walk into town, and this inspires my work.
Yeah, great. So it's an everyday thing that's not so everyday at the moment,
Yes.
but we will persevere through art.
Definitely.
Malcolm, despite seeing your work at your gallery, I'm always getting a warm feeling when I walk into the CTICC, and there you've got that huge work of art of your birds. And now I can come to the bollards and see something similar. Tell us about the inspiration for what you are doing here.
So this, because I take so long with art, generally drawings or paintings, I thought I'd try and get a little quicker, so I was doing a stencil of one of my drawings. And now I'm in a few problems with the paint coming off and everything else, but it's just what it is. So I'll try and make do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do probably stencils around. On the blue, I'll do the orange with another sunbird on that side.
So also inspired by nature
Yes,
again,
for sure.
like all your work.
All my art, pretty
Yes.
much birds and wildlife and cattle.
Okay, well, good luck and with the challenge.
Thank you.
It's looking good so far. I love the orange, always hopeful, nice and bright. So
Thanks,
keep
Rita.
at it.
Cheers.
Anna Lambrecht, another artist from Hermanus, who's already progressed quite significantly with her bollard. And you're used to painting, but not used to bollard painting. What are you doing over here for us?
So today I'm trying to capture a part of the overberg. The colours, the vibrant colours of the canola fields, the sort of country feeling you get when you drive out in the overberg. And I'm trying to bring in lots of colour to bring hope to the community and to lift us up in these times that we're living in.
Well, I think you're succeeding in that goal. Liddy de Waal is 'n kunstenaar van Sandpaai. Liddy skilder en dig en sy's besig om baie goed te vorder hier met haar bollard of paaltjie. Liddy, as jy vir ons kan vertel, wat is jy besig om te doen?
Hulle het gevra vir ons om hier te skilder dit wat eie is aan ons werk en dit is maar eie aan my werk, vrouens en katte en honde en goeders. So.
I'm with Shamay Saudi. She's been a resident of Hermanus for 40 years. 41 years. And at the moment living in Hemel en Aarde. Shamay, tell us what inspired your bollard, with which you have actually progressed quite a bit.
I'm inspired by what happens in Hermanus, you know, the whales and the sky and the sea and the birds and the wildlife. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the sun, the sky, the sea, and then I'll get down to the pool watching the whales. And then maybe at the bottom put some paintballs in and some animals. I love animals, dogs or cats or whatever. Yeah.
So truly representative of our lives here.
Yes, exactly.
Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Gita's a jeweler and an artist, and she's decorated one of these street poles for us. Gita, can you tell us what you are doing over here?
Okay, I'm attempting to do a sort of a fish scene, so in the blue colours of the ocean. I love the sea and the sky, and it's blue, so I'm trying to bring different colours in so that you also have your primary colours showing up against the blue background. And I'm not quite really finished yet because I will come and do the detail later. But basically it's fish swimming around the bollard.
A marine scene
A marine
like we have
scene,
right
like we
here.
have there. Yeah.
Great job. Thank you, Gita. We are here with Jean-Ray Marina, who traded France after 27 years for Hermanus. And thank goodness she brought her art with her. Jean-Ray, what are you doing on this bollard?
Well, it was very easy to find inspiration in Hermanus. That's why I'm using the sea colours, the sky, the birds, the king proteas, and just being inspired by nature is what I love doing in my art. So there you go.
I think you've captured nature very well here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Christine Henderson has been part of our community for more than 30 years. And when she and Bruce needed a change from Cape Town, they moved here. And you would all remember Christine from the market days here in Hermanus, here at the Old Harbour. And she's an artist who's dedicating her time and her effort to helping paint all these street poles in vibrant colours. Christine, what are you doing with this street pole?
Well, my art, I try not to start with any preconceived ideas, and I go with the flow. So whatever colours and paint I'm going to work with. This paint was quite difficult to work with, very sticky. And then I just, as I say, mix colour according to my mood. And so this is what my mood was today.
And I love how you've also decorated right this top of the bollard as well. So
Yes, of course, the whole thing.
You've used every inch to
The whole thing.
put your art down.
Absolutely.
Great job.
Thank you. Thanks, Frida. I think it was a great initiative.
Ed Bredenkamp came to Hermanus about 16 years ago, and application for a work visa in the Seychelles went wrong, and you ended up here.
Yeah.
Our big asset and pleasure. You've
Thank
got
you.
a lighthouse here, which is normally seen as a beacon of warning, also a beacon of steering ships. What did you achieve or try to achieve with this bollard?
Well, we by the sea, and I love the color red. Red elephants wouldn't have sufficed, so I took my inspiration from the Gullis lighthouse, and I just wanted to make it a bit playful and fun, especially during our time at the moment.
Yeah. We definitely need a lighthouse to guide us. Great stuff, thanks.
Thank you.
Lisa van der Walt has been in Hermanus since 2003. She opened up a gallery last year, and she's taking it a step forward in extending it to an interior shop, and Jean-Ray Marina will be joining her. Lisa, tell us about your bollard. It's so typical of your work, but what's happening?
Luckily, this wasn't too difficult for me to do because my signature work in Hermanus, everybody knows me as the Seascape Hermanus grotto scenes that I paint. So this wasn't too difficult for me to make, but I didn't want to make a sandscape on here, like a grotto, and I thought it was more, this is the hub where all the whales come, the southern right whale. So I thought mine will be representing of the southern right whale, and I put a tail up there, and yeah, this was me.
Yeah. We look forward to seeing the whales. I heard that the first whale has already been spotted, the first southern right whale. So there will be hopefully many more
to appreciate and come and see our bollards.